New for you at noon. Firefighters spent several hours battling a house fire in Pulaski, Minnesota this morning. Now take a look at this. The home in Pulaski was fully engulfed in flames by the time crews responded. It took the 20 firefighters 3 hours to tamp down the flames. The Bemidji Fire Department says one of the occupants was injured while trying to get out of the house, but they're expected to be okay. No word yet on what caused the fire, but the home is believed to be a total loss. Fargo police have identified a person of interest in the vandalism at St. Mary's Cathedral back in April. Police say they haven't released the name of the suspect yet because they haven't been arrested. The case has been forwarded on to the city attorney's office for consideration of charges. We're learning more about the 2-alarm fire in downtown Fargo this morning. Fire officials tell Valley News Live that the dumpster fire at the Frying Pan was likely arson. The call came in at 1:20 this morning from the Frying Pan restaurant at 300 Main Avenue. There was a fire in the dumpster that spread to the roof of the building, but fire crews were able to put it out quickly. They had to cut a hole in the roof to make sure flames hadn't spread any further. Fire crews say the restaurant will be able to operate as usual. The damage is estimated at $5,000. Last week, Fargo police and fire investigators reported a string of 5 dumpster fires, which they say are connected and suspicious. No word yet on whether this fire is considered suspicious or connected to the others. Police in Bemidji are asking for your help finding a missing teenager. 18-year-old Juliana Colbert was last seen at TJ Maxx on Thursday night. She's Native American with brown hair and blonde highlights and was last seen wearing a maroon crop top and black sweatpants. Police say she could be in the area of Pennington County or International Falls. Well, it's sunny and mild out today, but will the pleasant temperatures last? You get like 3 different images to see how pretty it is. Let's go to Summer for a first look at your forecast. Happy Monday, Summer.
Happy Monday to you as well, Brian. And yeah, taking a look at all those tower cams because today is Flag Day. So I zoomed in on all of our flags that we could see from our Sky Cam networks. And the flags will be flying just a bit today with those winds out of the north, around 10 to 15 miles this afternoon here in Fargo with plenty of sun and temperature near 82 degrees. Betty sent in this awesome photo of her flag on display. Thank you so much to Betty for taking the time to upload that to valleynewslive.com. And here's another look at our Sky Cam networks. Grand Forks, you got the Canadian and the American flag flying. I zoomed in on the American flag at the Dakota Magic Casino network in Hankinson, North Dakota. Very still, not much wind down across southeastern North Dakota at this hour. But here in Fargo, a bit of a breeze, so the flag is flying. And the breeze is breeziest across northern Minnesota, gusting to around 28 miles per hour at this hour in Bemidji, 24-mile-per-hour gusts in Foston, Roseau, and Thief River Falls. But temperatures this afternoon already very pleasant. Brian, I'll let you know how long this mild weather sticks around and also when we can expect a cool down in the 7-day.
That was also a great way to see the different wind speeds for all the flags in different areas as well.
Right, yeah.
I like that. Thanks, Summer. Well, Fargo police are investigating a car crash that is, at Olivet Lutheran Church in South Fargo. It happened around 2 this morning along South University Drive and 13th Avenue. A car ended up on the church property and had front end damage. No word on any injuries or what led up to that crash. 2 kayakers are okay after a scary situation on Union Lake in Polk County. Just before 8 last night, deputies responded to the lake in rural Erskine, Minnesota for a report of a boat that hit 2 kayaks. 53-year-old Cheryl McGlynn of Grand Forks, North Dakota was driving a Moomba waking board boat and hit 1 kayak. A 17-year-old was thrown from the kayak but was not injured. A second kayak was almost hit as well. Thankfully, no injuries were reported. 1 person is dead after a car crashed into a group of protesters in Minneapolis overnight. Police say officers were monitoring a protest in Uptown late last night when they saw a car head straight into the crowd. 2 protesters were taken to an area hospital. A woman died from her injuries. The other person suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Police say some of the protesters pulled the suspected driver out of the car and began to hit him. He was later taken into custody by officers. Police say there are no indications from officials that drugs or alcohol might be a factor in this crash. Minnesota legislators are heading back to St. Paul today for a special session to hash out $52 billion budget and avoid a government shutdown. But there is still a good deal of work left for state lawmakers as the window of time before the new fiscal year shrinks. If no deal is approved, the shutdown is set to begin on July 1st. Here's a traffic alert for people driving in North Fargo. Starting today, 1st Avenue North will be closed through traffic. That's between 20th and 23rd Streets. You'll be detoured to 3rd Avenue North. There's underground utility work going on in that area, and the closure is expected to be in place for 10 days. Fans of local art and food will want to listen up. The West Fargo Street Fair is this weekend, and this year it will take place on Blue Stem Drive behind the Veterans Mall. The street fair is a community event designed to celebrate the best of local artisans, crafters, vendors, food trucks, and services by lining the streets for the community to shop. Shuttles will run between 3 parking locations in the fair site. The event runs Saturday from 10 in the morning to 6 at night. You can find more information on the City of West Fargo's website. It's Roger Maris All-Star Week. Events that you can participate in include free sports youth camps, a celebrity golf tournament, a party at Island Park, and a throwback Red Hawks game. Here's a list of these events. The sports camps are free for kids and include baseball, basketball, football, hockey, and soccer. The celebrity golf tournament returns for the 37th year and has been transformed into a week-long event. A community celebration is happening at Island Park on Thursday, and the Red Hawks are playing a commemorative game on Friday, wearing throwback uniforms of the Northern League's FM Twins, which Maris played for in 1953. There's much more information at rogermarisweek.com. 100% of the funds raised will stay local and help build upon the programs and services at the Roger Maris Cancer Center. It's the Pekingese who was voted top dog on Sunday in the 145th edition of the Westminster Dog Show. Wasabi, a 3-year-old Pekingese, outlasted about 2,500 canine competitors to take home the coveted Best in Show honors. It's the 5th time the breed has won the title, and it's the first time a dog from the toy group won top honors since 2013. Bourbon, the Whippet, was given the reserve slot. I just love the way it walks. Well, coming up at noon, all of those postponed pandemic weddings are finally happening, but there are some factors that couples and guests still need to consider. We continue to be on the warming side. What to expect with Summer Snowbach next.